All right, we're probably gonna be on onboard shots for most of this track. You'll see why. So going for Impervious, third track. We're gonna have Armada, Camby, Soul, Real Deal, Fireball, Luke, and Detail on the nade position. So I'll do a quick fly through. Oh yeah, this one's definitely bordered a little bit differently. So this is actually a little bit different, but based on a real life track that's like super long go-kart track, and we're gonna try to make this and make it look cracked and whatnot in Infinite. This is gonna be, I don't remember if we were gonna do it as like the last race or maybe it was gonna be like the second to last race. Yeah, I don't exactly remember, but it was gonna be either second to last race or last race. Didn't end up happening, and Detail came over and made this one on Reach. So that's pretty cool. So we still get to race this layout, because I thought this layout was pretty sick. So still get to race it in a bit of a different game. Nade. Boom. 113 on the checkpoint is what we're going to, and we're green. Start's going to be interesting, like 4 wide for a moment. Column cheeses coming in. Fireball and Luke get it really bad in the back. They're going to lose some time on that, but there's still plenty of time to be gained. This is going to be super packed up in the beginning. Ah. Whoa. So Real Deal gets by Armada right there. Real Deal is going to get out to the lead. Armada's still holding on to second. Camby third. Detail going to try to go for fourth here. And Soul going at it. Fireball and Luke already to the back, but still in the back. Oh, a massive lockup. Detail's going to get Soul there, and that's going to cost him because he gets that position, but look at this. Now he's got Luke in the bumper, and Fireball goes way by. That definitely cost them both a lot of time. That was an unfortunate one right there. Oh, Fireball low contact. Detail to the outside. And a Giraffe. That's going to be weird. Armada slow in the first turn. Soul back into it. That works out really poorly for Detail all the way to the back, but now it's in the middle of a 3 wide. Oh, it's so close. Armada sending it in front as well. Almost like a 4 wide for a moment. What is this battle that we have? What is this battle that we have here?
Checkpoint reached.
Now it's going to settle out a little bit. Armada going to go to the back. Detail now going to try to work down on Soul. Luke in front of him. Fireball in front of him. Camby in second right now. And Real Deal leading him down. Real Deal with a great start. If he can keep up with this pace, he's in a great position. This is definitely the best start that he's had all night. Let's see if he can pull it off in this third track.
Checkpoint reached.
A little boggage there. Yeah, this track's hard to spectate, but racing this one is pretty sweet. Racing this one's pretty sweet, and it's pretty hard layout to make in Reach. I would not have tried to make this layout in Reach, so got to give credit for that. Oh, super tight in the turn, but they keep it clean. Soul and Detail going at it. Detail trying to keep this right side on Soul. Just barely gonna have a nose. Gonna get a dive here. Soul just gonna get into the side right there, and that's gonna probably be this position. Detail does bog it down, but yeah, looks like it's gonna be the spot there. Good battling for a while. Now Luke and Camby side by side. Oh, Camby a little bit of rock action, but not too bad. They're gonna get by, so Fireball and Luke now both gonna get by Camby, and that's gonna move them into second and third actually, which is pretty crazy after their start in the beginning of the first lap. Oh, Fireball cheesing that chicane hard, though. Luke's going to come in and take that spot. So Luke going to be in second now. Fireball third. Now Detail's here. Try to work down Camby. Real Deal's still very far ahead. And Soul's in this, too. We're actually having some really good battling on this so far. Probably, like, the best... this one's had the best, like, pack racing so far for this many laps into the race. And this one's a bit shorter on the lap count. I want to say it's, like, 16. But also this track's a lot longer. This track is obviously very long for a go-kart, so kind of makes sense. Not doing a power hour here. Oh, Soul, there you go. He's going to get that spot on Camby there. Can be the rough run through the chicane.
Checkpoint reached.
Can be always a wild card in these old games. We've seen him be really strong on some of these Sunday nights. Won Kratos and was really strong in the Halo 3 TRS stage, actually.
Checkpoint reached.
Not having the greatest night so far, but him and Soul have been having a pretty great battle with each other. They've been
Reached.
entertaining there. Detail going to get this spot going to the podium here on Fireball. So this might settle things out for a little bit. So we'll take the opportunity to go to the front
Checkpoint
and look at our race leader, Real Dill, who's running it down. Ah, interesting.
reached.
But yeah, Real Dill leading the race right now. Had a fantastic start. Easily his best start of the night so far, and taking advantage of that right now. Gonna try to take it to top step of the podium if he can. That being said, still a long ways to go in this race, and we've seen some pretty big runs be made, gains be made, and position swaps like late race. Like we've seen that a lot for different positions throughout the field. The first two races, so definitely wouldn't call it over yet, but he's definitely got the advantage in this one. Gonna lead this one down.
Checkpoint reached. Lap complete.
It's getting
Checkpoint
close for second place. Let's take a look.
complete. Checkpoint reached.
We'll column tab. That wasn't too bad. That could have been bad, but it wasn't too bad.
Checkpoint reached.
Just Fireball there, so take a look at this pack trying to catch up.
Checkpoint
To Real Dill.
reached.
Not gonna help. They're actually not that far behind. Like low key, I mean, it's not.
Reached.
I mean, it's not like the biggest gap. It's not like the biggest gap at this point in the race, but
Checkpoint reached.
Little's definitely got a bit of a gap. Soul is definitely a little far behind now in fifth.
Checkpoint reached.
Can be sixth. Yeah, they're all not too far away from each other. It's one of those things where like any mistake can make it interesting, and it's pretty easy to make mistakes on this track. This track probably,
Checkpoint.
I mean, it's pretty easy to mess up on the next one too, even though next one's like probably the easiest one. But funnily enough, the next track's pretty easy to make mistakes on too. But I'd say this one probably the maybe the easiest track to make mistakes on in the night.
Checkpoint reached.
They're definitely catching up. This pack's definitely catching up. Oh wow, bad one for Soul.
Checkpoint.
Oh man, gonna lose the spot to Camby. That sucks. Made the pass on track too. Gonna have to try to make some hard gains after that.
Checkpoint reached. Checkpoint reached. Lap complete. Checkpoint reached.
Oh, really bad run on the first part for Luke that time. Oh, Detail gonna just make slight contact to get the bog.
Reached.
Even throughout the cheeses and the mistakes, I think the lead gap is closing. It's not like, you know, they're not there yet, but it's low key. Even with the cheeses in this podium fight, Fireball must have had one too. He lost some time here, so even with this, like the gap is closing. We can start to see Real Deal in this turn, which we weren't really seeing him here before. So tell visually that way that the gap's definitely closing, but he's still got a bit to work with. We're a little over halfway through the race right now. Detail might have the line here. Gonna set it up, take second place here. Nice clean pass, and it's gonna give him the clean air to try to work this gap down for the lead. Luke with a nice run on the inside though, might make it a little spicy.
Checkpoint reached.
And it brings it back a little bit, but Detail's gonna have this line, preferred line for the section coming up, so.
Reached.
And he runs the chicane very well. So he's gonna take that second place spot.
Checkpoint reached.
Fireball still
Checkpoint reached.
making up some time, trying to get back into it. He's running pretty strong in the night.
Checkpoint
Needs to stick with it. Could be his first time off the podium here. Let's try to get one of these spots at the end if he can.
Checkpoint reached.
Real Dill still trying to hold on to this lead. And again, 113.
Checkpoint reached.
So we're getting close. Still quite a few laps to go, but we're getting close. And yeah, I mean, you could tell even just like looking behind. Like, I think that entire pack, I don't really think 5th, 6th, or 7th is caught, but I think that entire pack, 2, 3, 4, are all gaining time on Real Deal right now. But we're getting close. We're getting close to the end. But at the same time, well, now, I mean, now you can't really say it. Detail is definitely there. Luke and Fireball still got a little bit of room to make up, but Detail is definitely there. It's like 3 goose lengths now.
Checkpoint reached.
Still got to make the pass, though.
Checkpoint reached.
There we go. Inching closer to the end of the race. I mean, Loki's still like quite a few laps to go. See, and that line right there is not doing Real Deal any favors. Getting the let off. It's not that bad, but definitely losing some time there, I think. And Detail's really good at the chicane. I think this is his strongest part in the track. And yep. Oh, Real Deal going with the aggressive protection. Some elimination tournament practice right there. But Detail going to make the move, get the lead here. Real Deal going to go into second.
Checkpoint reached.
Luke and Fireball still not too far off either.
Checkpoint reached.
This race getting spicy at the very end. Like I said, probably like the best like pack race that we've had. The gaps got pretty crazy in the first two. This is probably the best pack race of the night. Real Deal, though, keeping it interesting. Has some nice runs there. Go on board with them, see if we can bring it back.
Checkpoint reached.
Yeah, I think that's the section. I think Detail's the most consistent in that chicane.
Checkpoint reached.
Running really well through there.
Checkpoint reached.
But Real Deal keeping it close. Doing well in these hairpins. Keeping it interesting. Not out of it by any means yet. Oh, maybe going for it a little bit here. Keeps the speed. But not going to have the line at the end here. But still a few more laps to go.
Checkpoint reached.
Not done yet. Still, I want to say like maybe like 3 laps to go.
Checkpoint reached.
Still plenty of time in this track. That's like over 2 minutes. There's still plenty of time. Real Deal definitely picking up the pace now that he's gotten past here, but definitely needs to try to get this back. Something must have happened to Fireball because Luke's kind of alone in third now. I think Fireball might have cheesed, so that battle might be closed up. Oh, that's... yeah, that's not going to work. Going for it, but that's not going to work. That's going to cost some time.
Checkpoint reached. Lap complete. Checkpoint reached.
Oh yeah, Fireball definitely had some cheese. 3-4 looking pretty locked up, and with that bog, it's going to be pretty difficult to work for the lead too. Going to have to rely on a mistake from Detail here. Oh, well. Luke's going to make up some time on that. Real Deal hitting some column action there, but he's still got a pretty nice gap. But yeah, this lead, fighting back for the lead is starting to look out of reach here. As we're going to be going to, yeah, for sure, the white flag this time by. Not talking Roman. White flag, 1 more lap around Impervious. Detail with a nice run through the field and just needs to do 1 more clean lap. That'll be 2 in a row for him on the night.
Checkpoint reached.
Realistically, just get through the chicane 1 more time. He does, and he should be big chillin'. Gonna be, yeah, 2 in a row on the night. And again, with low-key, with Real Deal looking like he's gonna hold on to second. That's a pretty big finish there, too. It's going to give him a nice cushion over Luke going into the last track, which I might have already spoiled. But if I didn't, I don't want to. I might have already spoiled it, low-key. I hope I didn't. I guess you'll see it. I mean, on YouTube, you'll see it anyways. But yeah, last track's pretty hype. 1 more time. Last corner. Down the straight. Detail going to take the win. Second on the night. Real Deal holds on to that second place. Ran some really good laps for a bit and then started to lose it, but he holds on to it. Luke third, Fireball fourth. Oh, wow. Soul actually gets Camby back at the end. That's kind of surprising. I wasn't expecting that. Wow, he actually pulled it off. That's a pretty good... Got to give some respect to Soul on that one. Because he was definitely pretty far behind after he messed up. Want Ramdean to cross the line. Oh! Oh! Wow, that nade timing was insane. All right, that was pretty cracked. So yeah, Detail, Real Deal, Luke the podium, switching it up again. Battle for the overall going to be Detail and Luke for sure. Detail have a 3-point edge going into the last race on a pretty sweet throwback. You don't want to miss that track. See you guys there.